what's up you guys, After Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Stargate SG-1. This is Season 3, Episode 7. No, Episode 7 was last week. I was reading out Episode 7 because I was about to read the comments. This is Episode 9, not 7. Okay, now that we've cleared the air. Let's go over the comments. Shannon calls Flash Gordon Star-Lord. She's not evil, ASR. She's reverse Tony Stark. I don't get it. I'm sorry. It's probably deeper science than you needed, but in genetics there is a 50 to a 500 rule that says you need at least 50 people to avoid inbreeding in a few generations and at least 500 individuals to stave off generic drift. Ew. Trepanning, drilling a hole in a person's head, was used for seizures, injuries, chronic headaches, etc. It doesn't make any sense to use it for chickenpox. Well, they're kind of stupid, so. But even if they did, most people survive trepanning. Yikes. And it's still occasionally done today for brain swelling. It really did help in some cases. It also has been used since the ancient days. That seems awful though. I wouldn't want my head drilled in. Are you kidding? No, thank you. Very provocative episode. Most programs stay away from such on-the-nose religious themes for obvious reasons. I understand your reaction about the treatment of Tilk, but it's telling his skin color wasn't what set the townspeople off. I mean, yeah, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like it was kind of, I feel like sometimes you could read into it as like an allegory. Because I mean, in that town, like there wasn't any black people at all. And what they do to him, yeah, I don't know. Look, let's just move on. I don't want to think about it. You got the reference. It was a reference to Austin Powers. Okay, I was right. Thank God. I just like, why did he reference it though? I don't understand that. That's why I was a little unclear about it. I always forget about this episode. I think I usually skip it. Not very good. The actual rituals and beliefs shown here are pretty accurate for medieval Europe and going into the modern age. The witch's mark was a real belief, and they would single out people who didn't fit in for whatever reason. People with mental illnesses, single women who worked for themselves, and yes, people who were not white were singled out and assumed to be witches. And yes, that includes males, although most were females. In fact, many of these things associated with witches, funny hate, bit cauldron, broomsticks, are all associated with women who used to be primary people who made alcohol. Oh. When larger male-owned businesses started appearing, competing with them is about when going after witches was huge, okay? And when these things started being associated with witchcraft, many historians believed it was used as a way to get rid of the competition. Alright? And yes, the image of a white man going after a black man like you, should make you uncomfortable, but it's also accurate. Non-white people were often singled out as they very much stood out. The first person to be accused of witchcraft during the Salem witch trials, in fact, was a black slave named Tituba. The others were mostly outcasts or people that were enemies and rivals of powerful families. Don't go after people. Don't do it. Just let everyone be happy. Oh, just a moment, actually. Alright, and I've just noticed that Tony's comment's been deleted. So it's like a bug that sometimes occurs. Sometimes someone's comment could get deleted after they edit it. So I'm gonna have to read it from a stupid email. And look how freaking long it is. Usually breaks, I don't know if you can see that properly, probably not. But like usually breaks it up in like little parts. But it's all a giant paragraph because of the email. So this is going to be a little difficult to go through. And I'm going to stumble on my words, but I hope you guys are here with me. Alright. Look, let's not dwell on the fact that I already knew the girl in 305 was corny, okay? You don't have to come up with some fable saying I'm calling you out. It's okay that you didn't recognize her. Smirk. He didn't recognize her. Daniel is fine because alternate Daniel was dead, yeah, but Kowalski said to eventually get sick because of traveling through the mirror. Our Daniel went through the mirror 2 seasons ago. How's he not sick? Oh, I know. Plot armor. Dude, I am totally going to give you a Goa'uld voice when you said Neil before ASR. And no, keeping your fruits, you pulled off acting like a Goa'uld and made it look adorable in the process. Like, how? And let me tell you, he gave me the eyes, he did like flicker, and in that edit I am a Goa'uld. I suppose as a bounty hunter out in space, you kind of get your hair... What? You kind of get to hear who is trying to find who, and that's how this dude knows certain details about SG-1. His knowledge was a bit outdated though, as he didn't know Carter got promoted. Yeah, but that was like 2 episodes ago. Like, of course it's gonna be out of date. Come on. It's not like he's got like a... I don't know, a bug in the SGC. Where are we at? Shit, I lift my head and then I go back and I don't know where we are. Yeah, not sure how Hunter Dude was able to apprehend Carter and O'Neill. The transition to them all of a sudden being on his ship didn't make sense. Out of time, I guess? I don't know. Carter and O'Neill could have run away through the woods, and it should have been difficult for the Hunter Dude to try and catch them. And then Daniel, Teal'c, and Tok'ra Dude got easily captured too. I suppose they just had to wrap the episode up, but it felt a bit rushed, yeah. Kinda like there was going to be a second part. But there wasn't. The pinky gesture O'Neill was making that Carter was smoking was a reference to Austin Powers. It was just the gesture though, but Austin Powers movies did come out during the time the show was around. Okay. Nope. I was gonna quote Austin Powers and I decided not to. Okay. The guy with the short hair who came running up with the cross in hand, he was in a season 1 episode where Teal'c was on trial. He was the one accused Teal'c of killing his father. I guess the casting pool was a bit empty, so they rehired the same actor. I really don't like when they do that, especially with, like, I mean, you can get away with that kind of stuff maybe if they're just like a background character, but in both of these instances, these characters spoke. So, I don't know. I don't like them when they do that. Apparently, another appearance by one of the directors. There's a villager screaming, "The demon comes!" He's only on screen for like 2 seconds at most, but he's the director of the episode. Peter DeLuise, I don't know. I previously pointed him out in another episode where he played a soldier coming out from behind a shield with a dumb smile on his face. Again, it's something they like to do sometimes on the show. Him and a few others. Blink and you miss it moments though. I don't pay attention to it. If you don't pay attention to it, it won't bother you. But I personally don't mind, and they don't do it too often. Great. A religious dude with advanced tech. Ugh, man, I hate this episode so much. Merely because it's based around religion. In my own humble opinion, fuck religion. Okay? I see the whole white man torturing the black man thing, but this is about religious dude trying to shun and kill an outsider because he's not believing in the same thing that he does. He thinks the outsider is evil. Yes, Teal just happens to be played by a black man, but that's not what the scene is about. While it doesn't take away from the fact that it's a horrible act against a human being either way. I'm just saying that it was you could read into it as like an allegory. That's all I meant. In this particular case, it's about how fucked up religion is / was. I doubt the producers used Tilk because of the actor's skin color. It solely had to do with the character being a Jafar. Ha! Good allegory, Fruits. Yeah, supposedly this precious Lord and Savior came back from the dead. By his words, Jubis should be evil too. Yeah. And that's all I got. I don't know if there was any more of the notes, but that's all that's there. Anyways, we have an episode to get into.
You know, that UAV needs a swift kick in the CPU.
This aerial camera showed some sort of camp. The SG team, sir. Can't make out their unit number. They're pinned down.
They are not returning fire.
Out of ammo?
Maybe. They're not supposed to be here at all.
SG-1?
They were declared MIA 8 months ago on P-89534. What would they be doing here?
Wherever they may be, they are about to die.
They were declared MIA?
Unidentified Sierra Golf unit.
What?
This is Sierra Golf 1.
They just said what place,
We're on
but I
your
don't know what
6.
that one.
Standing
What
by to
episode was
offer
that?
fire support. Over. Sierra Golf unit. Your position is about to be overrun. Over. They're either on a different frequency or they don't have comms. RV at the tree line. Move.
They just ran into another SB.
Pull out! Cover your 6! Identify yourself! Colonel Jack O'Neill, SG-1! Which quadrant? Get out of there! Take him out!
Hell's on! Okay, whatever that is isn't killing. This is a decent joke. What the fuck is going on? What happened to the soldiers? The water? What's going on?
Hello.
Boy, are you guys gonna get it.
Get what? From whom?
You can't talk.
Why not?
Because you're dead.
Dead?
Pretending not to be dead will just get you into more trouble.
More trouble than dead.
Come on, Colonel, you know better. Stop breaking the rules.
Sorry. Who's in charge here?
Casualties don't ask questions.
What rules are we talking about exactly?
I said, stop it, or
We're just trying to understand, if we're supposed to be dead, how are you supposed to kill us again?
You want to find out, Four Eyes, huh?
What the fuck is going on?
Four Eyes? Easy, big fella. Just play dead.
Indeed.
Captain's waiting for you. Follow me.
He looks like he's 12. Like, this guy's in the military?
Anyone notice the patch?
SGX.
There is no SGX, O'Neill.
Not under Hammond's command, no.
Hey, follow me. Hey. I said follow me. SG-1 reporting as ordered, sir.
You were all casualties until 1400 hours.
Would that be daylight savings or standard?
You may not speak, except to answer a direct question by the evaluating officer. Is that clear? Is this the way you behave in your quadrant, mister?
Yep.
I think Colonel is the proper way of addressing me, Captain.
No rank is above strict adherence to the rules of engagement. Rule 2, Article 4. Unauthorized forces shall be shot on sight. You were unauthorized. In fact, you ruined our ambush.
Carter.
I've never been real big on rags. Is this familiar to you?
No, sir.
They are familiar to me. Galvak Jafar.
You're not from D Quadrant.
We are not.
And you came through the Shapai. This is a challenge.
The Shapai.
I meant the Stargate, sir.
Stargate, of course. We've been so long without challenges. I am sorry, Master Jafar. I have revealed myself and failed. You must execute me for the remainder of the day.
Master Teal, might I suggest we spare them this time?
Very well. Underling. Captain, your full name and rank.
My Earth name is Captain Kyle Rogers, acting Quadrant A Commander. Sir!
Your Earth name?
Your standing orders given to you by your previous Jafar master.
To practice the exercises of battle according to the rules of engagement until the return of our Lord Apophis. When we are ready for the final challenge, you will come.
Don't hold your breath.
He's dead.
We will be ready.
You're training to serve Apophis wearing SG uniforms?
To know the enemy, Quadrant A is spared no detail. You've studied long and hard and know much.
About Earth.
Corn and cotton are indigenous to North America.
That information could save your life one day.
So you see, Master Teal, my mistake will not happen again. I am ready to infiltrate the Tory at your command.
That time has not yet come, Captain Rogers.
Who were those Jafar attacking you?
They were led by my second in command, Captain Nelson, as part of the daily exercise. We have kept the Jaffa encampment separate so that we may better practice our Earth behavior. Shall I have him sent for?
No, I don't think that'll be necessary.
Send for him.
Yes.
Send for him.
How else may I serve?
We'd like our weapons back.
They were stored in the armory tent at the conclusion of this morning's war game.
Take us to them.
Are we gonna do anything with,
All right, Captain, we can handle it from here.
I can assist you.
Shari? Like,
Shalkek.
haven't done anything with that
Yes, Master.
for a while.
So, Teal,
That is
what
why.
do you know about these rules of engagement?
They are the code of battle during a young Jafar's training, spoken by Apophis himself.
Teal'c, what about these?
They are Intar.
Short for...
Intar. They are used for training and only meant to stun. They can be identified by this crystal. It can take the form of any weapon.
Well, I got our GDOs, but my MP5's still missing.
This is my staff weapon.
Hey, Teal, I want everyone in one place. Can you handle that?
Again. Captain Rogers. Do you possess a VOQ?
Yes, sir.
Use it.
Yes, Master Teal.
Warriors of Apophis, assemble before me and listen to he that possesses the Volcune.
Sir?
Just a huge honking Apophis, Major. Nothing to worry about.
The warrior before you speaks in my name. Heed his words.
I would be honored if you would inspect my warriors, Master.
Ready weapons for inspection.
Master Teal. This is my second in command, Novar. For the games, he leads the side of the Jaffa warriors. His Earth name is Captain Nelson.
Most of my warriors are engaged in the day's battle, Master.
I will relay your words to them after the battle.
Master Teal'c, if I may.
This is Colonel O'Neill. He is much loved by Apophis. You may address the warriors.
Apophis wanted me to tell you that you've all been doing a wonderful job. Couldn't ask for more. Well done. But he also wanted me to tell you that the whole invasion of the Tauri idea has been canceled due to rain. So, the war games are officially over as of right now. You can all go home.
Sir?
It's over, Nelson. Go tell your buddies to quit fighting.
You speak more like a Tari than a warrior of Apophis.
Well, thanks. You're not so bad yourself. Who taught you?
If you are who you say you are, you already know the answer to that, sir.
Nelson, I am ordering you to recall your men from the field.
Article 7, Section 3 clearly states that once the battle has commenced, it cannot be stopped.
Well, you're obviously referring to the old Article 7.
Warriors of Apophis, hear me. Apophis has been slain in battle with his enemies.
Hey! He's telling you the truth. The battle you've been preparing for is never going to happen. He's not coming back.
Hello, is this mic on?
We're trying to tell you something important here.
Apophis is a god, and gods cannot die. Therefore, Apophis cannot be dead.
And anyone who says otherwise is either testing us or is a traitor.
Now we've passed your challenge. If there's nothing else, sirs, we are scheduled to join the games in progress.
Company dismissed!
Apophis has lived for thousands of years. It's as if we said the sun will never rise again.
It just might not for some of those kids if they don't rise up.
What's going on?
Trying to get a weapon, sir. I'm already late. The games have started.
Colonel, 1 MP5, Teal'c staff weapon, 2 9mm, Teal'c staff weapon, and Teal'c staff weapons are still unaccounted for.
What does that mean?
It means my team needs reinforcements.
No. The game is canceled.
You can't do that.
I believe I can. Everybody grab an intar.
It's a staff weapon wound. He's dead, sir.
Hey, cover! Colonel, I'll draw his fire.
Negative! That is a real weapon!
Apophis will protect me.
I said stay down!
Dumbass.
Secure that weapon!
Yes, sir!
Fire displeased Apophis.
No. Apophis would be proud.
Getting conflicting
This is the
stories.
final challenge.
What happened?
The day has come, Nelson. It's the final challenge.
Blood has been shed.
Prepare the men. The challenge must begin at first light. Sir.
What's he talking about?
It was the day in a warrior's training when first blood is shed. The games become real.
This is an odd episode.
Colonel, we found something. Our weapons were all turned back in after the war game, sir.
Keep him secure. How's he doing?
Apophis will save him.
Well, actually, no. As a matter of fact, there's probably nothing more we can do for him as long as we stay here. There's probably internal injuries.
So we'll take him back with us.
You cannot.
For crying out loud.
You know as well as I do that the rules forbid entry or exit of the sector before the final challenge, wounded or not.
Right.
Apophis would be disappointed in me if there were an exception made for myself.
But what if I told you we were bringing you to see Apophis personally? To show him that blood has been shed and that your quadrant is truly ready for his return.
Then I must go.
Good.
Tell them we will make him proud.
I will.
That's really gullible.
Need a medical team!
What happened, Colonel?
My lord?
Actually, we just call him General Hammond.
Where's Apophis?
He's not here. Sorry.
What have we got?
Liars! Traitors!
Easy, easy.
You will be punished! You will avenge me!
Who is this, sir?
Name's Rogers. Despite appearances, he's not SGC.
He will strike you down! You will all die!
go. Let's get him to the infirmary.
I'd like to debrief ASAP, Colonel.
Yes, my lord.
Old Doc Fraser says you haven't been eating.
It's poison.
It's hospital food, of course.
Literally.
It is. Tuna.
Go to Sokar.
Let's go to hell, actually. Which, by the way, is a very rude thing to say to a person offering you a sandwich.
Means the same.
You've got a point.
I will reveal nothing. You may begin torturing me.
Oh, I've already begun. This is the infamous tuna torture. Last chance. Good. So, you and I should have a little talk about this final challenge thing.
We will battle to the death, and Apophis will choose the victors as his personal guard.
All right, I'm going to tell you the absolute truth right now. Apophis is dead.
God's gonna die!
Why do you think he's been gone for so long? Why have all the Jaffa masters left? Apophis was on his way out when you got drafted.
You lie.
What if he told you himself?
If Apophis can speak, then he cannot be dead.
When Apophis came to us, he'd already been tortured.
Impossible. He is a god.
The images we're about to show you are of Apophis just before he died, and his body was sent to Sokar.
Gods cannot die.
So you keep saying. Have a look.
Help me. A host. I am afraid.
What magic is this?
No magic. I was there.
As was I.
It is true.
It is.
What will you do?
We're not going to do anything to you. We want to help you.
You can go home. Wherever that is. War's over.
No, it's not. Because tomorrow the final challenge begins. And many of my men will die.
What's your real name, son?
My true name is Rafai Abjasi, sir.
Your Earth name's Kyle. Can we call you Kyle?
That would be fine, sir. I'm very used to that.
How long have you been on that planet?
We were brought there through a Shepa Eye 5 cycles ago from a number of different worlds.
Right after we blew up Apophis' ships.
He commanded that we worship no other god but him. He left many Jaffa warriors with us. They taught us everything.
We taught you all about Earth. Our uniforms, weapons.
Near the beginning, Apophis captured one of your SG teams and forced them to teach us.
SG-11.
Yes. At first, that was all they would reveal, but our Jaffa masters forced them to say things. We listened to your speech, observed your ways, but they did not last long.
What happened to them?
One day, their bodies were put on display in the encampment. I do not know how they died, only that they refused to tell their Jaffa masters all that was asked of them. And then our Jaffa masters began to leave us, one by one. They said to help Apophis win a great battle, and then we were alone.
Thank you for your cooperation, son.
May I now ask for your cooperation, sir?
Go on.
As we speak, my men are preparing for the final challenge.
I was under the impression your weapons are non-lethal.
They are. But before Master Gartok left, he showed Captain Nelson and myself a cave. Inside were weapons intended for the final challenge. Real weapons.
Then why did they need to steal their weapons?
What are we talking about here, weapons-wise?
They're exactly like your own. MP5s. He told us it was with those that we would one day infiltrate the Tari. May I request permission to be returned to my men, sir? To tell them what I've learned and to try and stop them.
They won't believe you, you know that.
They are under my command.
Teal'c, is the Vokium capable of recording other images?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, then Colonel O'Neill's already thought of the solution. I think you know where I'm going with this, sir.
Haven't a clue.
Well, seeing Apophis die was enough to convince Kyle. All we have to do is show that same image to everyone else.
Status report, Sergeant!
Captain Rogers?
Just returned through the Shepa Eye with a message from Apophis. I have glorious news.
Get the vacuum, whatever, get it.
Here they come.
I got some at 9 o'clock here, too.
He's ready.
Good. I'm not. Give me a second.
Time, Carter.
Yes, sir!
What is the delay?
You can't just combine Goa'uld technology with ours with the snap of a finger. I have to match the frequency the vacuum operates on before I can record and transmit.
There's a lot of them.
Got it.
Warriors of Apophis, assemble before me and listen to he that possesses the vacuum. The warrior before you speaks in my name. Heed
I've had all
his
the people
words.
that are just knocked out.
It's a message from Apophis himself! Summoning his image during battle is against the rules of engagement. Hear his words! When the challenge is over! Now, Nelson! You will listen to him now!
A host. I am afraid.
He is a god. It cannot be so. It is so. What will become of us? Where will we go now? Home.
Oh, okay, that's just the end. Alrighty, well that was Stargate SG-1, Season 3, Episode 9. That one started out kind of weird. It took a while before, like, the episode started really get going because, you know, I don't know, it was just confusing from the beginning, I think. It was alright, though. More people know that Apophis is dead. I guess they're not going to be bringing him back. I don't know, though. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.